Hi kids, I'm Storytime Pup, and welcome to the Storytime Pup Show. I'm so glad you came by to play. I love when my friends come by to play, and you're one of my friends. Are you ready to have fun? Let's see what we're going to do today. Magic marker, show us what we're going to do today. Yay! It's storybook time! We love storybook time! Well, hi kids, and thanks for coming by today. I got a really nice book about a couple of puppies today. Today's book is What If Roxy? And it's written by Jessica Ann. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started with today's book. Riley and Roxy were the best of friends. They did everything together. They played tug of war, went on car rides together, and slept together. Of course, they were brother and sister, so they were always together anyways. Riley was the oldest, and so Roxy always looked up to her big brother. Whatever he did, she wanted to do too. Every once in a while, it would bug Riley, always having his little sister following him around and copying him. But for the most part, he didn't mind. So when their owners decided to move to the country from the city, Roxy was worried. Oh, Riley, what if they forget to bring us with them? Or what if one of us gets left behind? Roxy asked anxiously. There's no reason to worry, replied Roxy. That would never happen because they love us too much. And when the time came for the move, Riley was right. They went right with the family, along with their toys, their leashes, and their bed. As they trotted into their new house, Roxy looked around. Riley, what if we can't find our toys? Or what if there's a big scary dog in the neighborhood? She asked nervously. Well, if that happens, we'll deal with that when the time comes. But for now, let's just look at this as our new adventure, Riley declared. Okay, I guess it might be fun, Roxy nervously admitted. So time went by, and everyone got settled into their new home. As Riley had mentioned, nothing and no one got left behind. They had their toys, their food, their leashes, and their bed. But Roxy was still feeling a little unsure. Then, another change was coming. Riley would be going to school by himself, without Roxy. Roxy was not happy about this at all. As they snuggled into bed that night before his first day, Roxy could not fall asleep. Riley, what if something happens to you on the bus? Or what if something happens to you at school? Or what if you miss the bus for the ride home? Or what if... Slow down, Roxy. I'm going to have to start calling you What If Roxy, Riley teased. I'm sorry. I just can't help it, Roxy timidly replied. I just have so many things to worry about. Okay, well for tonight, let's just close our eyes and take some deep breaths. Sound good to you? Riley asked. I guess so, Roxy replied. So both pups laid in their beds, eyes closed, and just focused on taking some nice deep breaths. Then Riley added another idea. Now, instead of thinking about your worries, think about something that makes you happy. Roxy tried hard to concentrate on something that made her happy, but it was very hard. So many things that used to make her happy just seemed to bring more worries. So she decided to count bones, and pretty soon she drifted off to sleep. A few months passed, and instead of Roxy's worries getting better and fewer, they seemed to grow bigger, and she thought of them more often now. So much that she started getting tummy aches from all her worrying. Roxy, let's go outside and play ball, Riley suggested. I don't feel like it. What if one of us gets hurt or something? Besides, my tummy is hurting again, she replied. Well, how about I show you something you could do to control your worries? Then maybe you will feel better, Riley offered. I don't know. What if it doesn't work? She asked. You won't know until you try it, right? Riley asked back. I guess, she responded, but she still wasn't sure. So they went out to work on getting rid of Roxy's worries. Okay, Riley began. First, when you start to have a worry, I want you to stop and think to yourself, I control my worries. They don't control me. Then imagine whatever it is troubling you is on the floor right in front of you. take your front paw and then squish. You stomp that worry right out. Stomp it out? Roxy wondered. How can that help? What if it doesn't work? How about every time you're about to say, what if, you stop yourself and imagine you're stomping it out. Then if you still feel a little worried, try barking at it or scare it away. Try it and see, Riley exclaimed. So Roxy thought about one of her worries. She could almost see it on the sidewalk. She raised her paw and then brought it down fast and hard. Stomp! Your worry is still there, Roxy. Quick, scare it away, Riley shouted excitedly. Ruff, ruff, ruff! Go away, worry, and don't come back, Roxy exclaimed. How do you feel now, Riley asked. You know something? I do feel a little better. I think that helps, Roxy admitted happily. A little more time passed on, and as Roxy's worries came to her, she imagined them as being in her way and worked to stomp them out. And it worked for a little while, but then she noticed her tummy still hurt. Oh, Riley, she said, what if my tummy never feels better? What if I can't find something to help? Well, it doesn't seem that your stomping and barking isn't helping as much anymore. Maybe it's time we take you to the vet and see if they can help you. Oh no, not the vet. What if they give me yucky medicine or a shot? Roxy exclaimed. Don't worry, little sis. Whatever happens, we'll go through it together. I will always be there to help you, Riley promised. So Riley took Roxy to see Dr. Warm and Fuzzy to see what might be causing her tummy issues. Dr. Warm and Fuzzy took Roxy's temperature, then she listened to her heart and used a tiny light to look inside her ears. Finally, she used a stick to keep her tongue down and made her go, ah. Well, Roxy, the doctor says, you seem to be in very good health. But why does my tummy hurt so much then? Roxy wondered. I understand you have a case of the what-ifs, and that may make your tummy hurt when you think about them too much, Dr. Warm and Fuzzy replied. But I've been working on stopping them and barking at them to make them go away, Roxy explained. And that's a great start to controlling your feelings and worries. However, I think what might help you even more is talking to someone else about some of the worries you have. I call them sharing appointments. I don't know how that will help. I have talked to Riley many times about my worries, and that hasn't done anything, Roxy sadly expressed. Sometimes it's good to talk to someone who has had training in understanding your worries. They might be able to give you other ideas of things you can try that you haven't even thought of yet, Dr. Warm and Fuzzy explained. Okay, I'll try anything so that my tummy doesn't hurt anymore, Roxy said with determination. So every Wednesday, after Riley got home from school, he walked Roxy to her sharing appointment, where she would talk about what happened during your day and share any concerns that came up. She always felt a little better after her appointments, but her tummy still hurt, so she went back to see Dr. Warm and Fuzzy again. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, Doctor. I've tried everything I've been told to try, and my tummy aches just won't go away, Roxy sighed. Maybe I'll never feel better. Well, Roxy, sometimes little animals like yourself have more sensitive tummies, and it might take a little medicine now to see if it will help, stated Dr. Warm and Fuzzy. Oh, I don't like medicine. It usually tastes bad, Roxy exclaimed with a scowl on her face, and she stuck her tongue out. Yuck! Actually, you won't taste a thing, as this is a very tiny tablet that you could put in some peanut butter and just swallow without even knowing it's there. Really? Roxy asked. I love peanut butter. Can I have as much as I want? No, too much would not be good for you. And because a grown-up should be the one to give you your tablet, your owner will be the one to make sure you get it when you need it, Dr. Warm and Fuzzy explained to her. So along with that, I also want you to continue going to your sharing appointments and come back and see me in 2 weeks. Okay? Sounds good to me, Roxy explained. Roxy scampered out where Riley was waiting for her, and they headed home. About a week went by, and and Roxy was enjoying getting her peanut butter and tablet every day. She noticed that she was starting to sleep better and feeling more refreshed in the morning. "Hey, Riley, the sun is shining. Let's go out and play." "Really? You want to go outside and play?" Riley was amazed. Roxy grabbed her tug-of-war rope and scampered to the front door. "Come on, let's go," she cried. They played and played together, just like old times. Tug-of-war was great again, and both pups enjoyed chasing each other around and tackling the other to the ground playfully, rolling here and there. After all the play, they both lay on their backs with their legs lazily flopping up in the air, when all of a sudden, Riley realized something amazing. "Roxy, I just thought of something you haven't said. What if, for a whole while now?" Roxy thought about it for a moment. "You're right, Riley. I guess I just haven't had a worry bother me lately. I've been too busy having fun again." She was so excited to tell Dr. Warm and Fuzzy how much better she was feeling. When it was time for her to see her again, she ran into the vet's office so fast, leaving Riley trailing behind her. "Hey, Roxy, slow down and wait for me," he cried. "Sorry, I just can't wait to tell her my tummy isn't hurting anymore." And so when Riley finally caught up to her, he followed Roxy into the office. Dr. Warm and Fuzzy came into the room and said, "How are things going, Roxy? Is your tummy feeling better?" "Yes," Roxy excitedly yipped. "I feel oh so happy again, and the sun is brighter, and the bones are tastier, and my toys are more fun too." "That's wonderful to hear," Dr. Warm and Fuzzy responded. "And what about the what-ifs? Are you still worrying about them?" "Nope, not no more. In fact, I can't remember the last time I thought that," Roxy told her. "Well, then it sounds like we made the right decisions along the way. When something didn't work, we tried something else and kept with it. So now I want you to keep doing what you've been doing. If a worry comes up, what can you do for it?" Dr. Warm and Fuzzy asked. "I can stomp them out or bark, bark, bark them away," Rocky demonstrated. "That's right. So I think we can cut your tablets in half now for a week, and then you won't have to take them anymore. And if by some chance your tummy aches come back, we can always try the tablets again. Sound good?" asked Dr. Warm and Fuzzy. "Yes, but does that mean I won't get any more peanut butter?" Roxy asked sadly. "Oh, I'm sure your owner will give you some as a special treat now and then," Dr. Warm and Fuzzy assured her, as she gave her a pat on the head and a doggy treat for being so good again, and even given Riley one too, for being such a good big brother. Roxy trotted out of the vet's office and pranced right along next to Riley. She gave him a big lick on his nose. "What was that for?" he asked. "Just because you were there for me whenever I needed someone. I love you so much." "Well, I love you too," and he gave her a big lick back. "Now, what would you like to do when we get home?" he asked her. "I want to dig up some of our favorite bones. Can we do that?" Roxy asked as she tilted her head to one side. "Sure we can," Riley replied. "But what if we can't find them?" he asked teasingly. And with a wink, Roxy teased back. "What if indeed?" The end. So what did you think about today's book? Did you learn anything from today's book? You might have some things in your life that makes you worried or anxious. Maybe you can use some of the tools that Roxy has. Maybe picture what's bothering you in front of you and stomp it down with your feet and yell at it or bark at it just like Roxy did. And also, it's very important to talk to somebody you feel comfortable with, a family member or a friend, and talk about what's bothering you and your feelings. And hopefully in the end, you'll feel much better. I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did. I want to say a great big thank you to Jessica Ann for sharing this wonderful book about Roxy and Riley. There's one more thing that we always do at the end of every show. Magic glasses. Magic glasses lets me see some of my friends who came to play. Maybe I'll see you today. Magic glasses, that's the way. Show me my friends who came to play. Okay, now everyone smile and wave and let me see if I see you. Well, look, I see Avery. Well, look, and Max. Hi, Alex. Well, there's Robbie. I see Zoe, and, well, there's Mo waving at me. And look, it's Charlotte, and Ava, and James. Oh, and Kylo and Vivian. I see a lot of my friends looking at me. Did I see you today? If not, maybe I'll see you next time. Make sure you check back soon, because we'll be adding a bunch of new shows every week. Make sure you have an adult. Click on the subscribe button right here. That way you won't miss any of the fun. Moms and dads, make sure you visit the Storytime Pup website to sign up for our great free giveaways. We have giveaways for books, CDs, DVDs, t-shirts, and other great stuff. Sign up just once, and you'll have a chance for all the drawings to come. And kids, don't forget to tell your friends about Storytime Pup. And before I go, here's a great big hug for all my friends. Thanks for stopping by to play. I'll see you real soon. Bye now.